Now I am.
I guess I can get one step closer.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't think you have an issue there. You could have
Can I use,
gotten
like-
one step closer, right?
Can I say something to the thing, like as a free action?
Yeah, you can speak as a free action during your turn.
Okay, maybe I should say something to Knob. Fuck. Let me think.
Yeah.
Fuck, the ogre is confused.
Yeah, I think Lop was the goblin that just last went, and I think he shot at you and missed. So sorry if you hear me slurping my coffee.
You're good.
But
Recorded for all time now.
what's that?
It's recorded for all time now.
Of course. Let me pull up some combat music here. I love that they fixed all the music, so I was able to add a lot of tracks.
Yeah, that was good.
Whoa. What is that? Oh, that's the music. I thought that was outside my house. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Did you get the music back, or how did that work? As I saw you said something about it.
Yeah, so I guess they integrated with some other companies that provide music. So rather than going through SoundCloud now, you have like other choices, and essentially like Fanburst is just as good. I mean, Fanburst almost has all the tracks that SoundCloud used to have.
Awesome. Didn't lose anything.
No, well, unfortunately, I didn't notice this until I actually deleted all the tracks.
Oh,
from
no.
the music menu. So then I had to like
Oops.
actually go back and try to find them again, but it's all right. It's no big deal. So,
I'm gonna
so yeah,
wanna
you're
just-
thinking about what to say, right?
I'm gonna just tell him to get back, basically, just to be threatening. Get the back.
Oh well,
No.
right now you have him actually frightened. So
Right.
you did menacing attack on him, and
Yeah.
you just threaten him with like a get away.
Yeah. To try to get him off of Dan, hopefully.
Yeah.
he's threat- And
It
my
seems
word.
pretty clear to you guys that he won't be attacking Dan, because obviously he's got other threats to worry about and 3 other living creatures in front of him. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
by the way, all right. So I'm gonna start back up at the top of the order. Zinfel. Where is Zorana at the moment? I don't actually even see her. on
Kind
the
of by the puddle. A little puddle up the top.
map. Oh, I see you. You were blending into the water there.
Yeah.
Let me just check something. So Zinfel, with your passive perception, you actually can see. You can see the vague form of Tot leaving that room.
Tot.
And then he
dare
disappears.
he!
He like totally disappears beyond the radius of light from the torch that Kareem had stuck in the wall.
Felix will have to hunt him down.
All right. So that was Tot. He's gone. So you hear a thick dwarven voice still trying to ask for everybody in that room filled with swarming bats, asking them to be calm. You know, like, everybody calm down. There's nothing to worry about. He says, there's heroes outside to save us. But it's not working at all. There's just people screaming and yelling, and you hear the chittering and squeaking of the large giant rat in that room, and you also hear the thick goblin voice, you know, speaking in goblin, you know, telling everybody to shut up and Actually, nobody speaks Goblin, right? So you have no idea what he's saying, but you can hear his voice yelling and trying to command the other villagers to heed his words. But obviously, that's not working either because, like I said, cave's full of swarming bats, and they're just going crazy everywhere, just flying around and nipping at people and just generally creating chaos. All right, so Winter.
Where's he at? Winter Owl. Probably not a good idea. I'll get him to come a little closer to me in the puddle here. And he'll take a dodge action.
All right. Okay, so Knob is currently frightened. Just give me a second to actually look that up.
Basically, he can't come close to me, and he has disadvantage when attacking me, I believe.
Can't make any moves to get any closer to you.
He can attack me, he just has disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he has disadvantage whenever he sees me. So as long as I'm in his vision, he has disadvantage on all of his attacks.
That's correct. So he raises a his hands are holding that giant great club, but you can see that they're obviously quaking in fear. Now he's fighting you guys. You know, he's not in fear enough of you that he'll run away, but you've obviously got his attention, and he tries to swing at you, but it's like a very half-hearted attempt. Give me a second, because I actually didn't pop up any of my NPC windows here.
I need to pop up mine, actually.
I was just popping up.
Almost done. All right. So he swings his great club with disadvantage. It's gonna miss with a 14 AC.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then, you know what? Having had missed you, he's gonna try to back up from you.
Okay,
Just to get
well,
a little bit of distance on you.
is that 10 feet?
Yeah, wait, well.
Well, he's
Yeah.
gonna move a little bit more, but you know, I think you can stop him, right?
Yeah, I get an attack of opportunity against him. If I hit him, his movement goes to 0. So I use my reaction to use attack of opportunity.
Ooh, wow.
Nice.
So
All right. So he actually doesn't even get to leave that square, and he takes 6 damage. So you basically lash him across the chest with your whip, and he howls in some pain. Giant rat just ends up biting one of the commoners.
no, not the commoners.
Yeah, so now he's like chewing on a guy. Let's see if he actually hits. Oh, he is. Oh, he puts that guy down.
Oh, no. Oh, poor guy.
Yep. So now we get a dead commoner there. Alright, Relix I assume is not doing anything. So now we're back to Nitch. Nitch was the goblin that was holding the scimitar to the tiefling's neck. The tiefling is currently by Zinfel, and Nitch just continues to run out of the cave. So
get out of here.
there's nothing anybody can do to stop him, and eventually he just disappears and out of sight. All right, Pirate Dan's got to make his death saving throw.
God, don't roll one. Don't roll one. Don't roll one.
Don't say it.
So he
Ah.
succeeds.
Thank fucking God.
Let me just mark it on his character sheet here.
It's one success, one fail, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So that's done. Oh, and you said that you were going to take over Marin, right? Temporarily? Jay?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, is that right? So let me try to figure out how to give you...
Got a lot on your plate.
Yeah, so I just gave you control of Marin. The character sheet, and then let me adjust her token here too. Okay, that's actually... You should be able to move Marin around.
Oh, let's see.
Let me know if that doesn't work.
Yes, I can move her.
Okay, good. And then you should be able to see and edit her character sheet.
Yep.
Alright, good. Alright, awesome. So, Pirate Dan passed. Daphne goes. She continues to console Grin. I don't know if you actually see that guy's name. The tiefling by the pool in front of Zorana.
No, I don't see a name.
Right here?
Oh, you
Yeah,
don't see it?
I don't
for that
see a
guy?
name. Yeah.
Nope. No
There
name.
you go. His name is Grin.
Ah, there it is.
Alright. And now Zinfel goes.
Sinfel will save some fun for me. Goes over here. She's going to attack with her rapier. Let's see. She has an ally adjacent, so that's always good. That is not going to hit though. 11.
Actually, Ogres have pretty shitty AC. He's only wearing hide armor, so 11 hits.
Oh.
Oh,
Well then.
excellent.
Cool.
So 7 piercing and 6 for sneak attack.
Very nice. So you actually managed to stab him kind of like where his left kidney is.
Oh god.
And he swats with his hand, but it's like a half-hearted attempt to try to get you away. And he's still up, but he's obviously in bad shape.
I'll use a bonus action to try and dagger him. Offhand. 3 more points.
Oh, nice. Great. So
And
then
then
you're... Go ahead.
And then I'll move back a little bit. I have the mobile feat, so as long as I attack somebody, I can continue using my movement to move away.
Without provoking.
Yes.
All right, cool. So then with your dagger, you kind of just stab him in the above the foot, but he's still up. All right, the goblin, Hark. He takes one of the humans and chucks him into the pit.
No.
No.
Fuck you, Hark. What do you think you are?
Some kind of evil goblin leader or something.
Yeah, so Marin sees him like just grab one of the frightened villagers there. Somebody who actually looks like they're wearing actually no, they're not wearing any armor. But a young-looking guy, pretty robust for his age, but Hark just takes him and just shoves him right down in the pit, and the guy just falls down.
No.
With a scream, you hear him go into the pit.
No.
All right, so Marin, your turn.
All right. Let's see. Marin does not like this pit throwing goblin. Let's see what she has.
Push him into the pit. She probably wouldn't do that, actually. I'm not sure.
Do you think Marin would turn back and heal Pirate Dan, maybe?
She looked pretty focused on the people.
Actually,
in there.
she did. She
Yeah,
looked focused on the king.
she wanted to save these people, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
that.
that's right.
Just
I'll try to save
familiarizing myself with what her hand. Oh, maybe a long sword. Let's see here. Okay. Does she still have his thunder? No. Okay, so she's gonna move. Over here.
All right, so
and
first,
take a-
there's a slight drop. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh.
This kind of lip here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just double check to make sure that there's no rolls you have to make to actually do that.
Okay.
What happens if we go down there?
Yep. So, from what I could read, there is a 10-foot drop, but it doesn't look like there's any rolls, so you can actually just drop down, no problem.
Oh, okay.
Shoot.
And she'll move
So
there. And
You see
she'll-
where Ark is? That's another 10-foot drop down into the pit, and then you have no idea how deep the pit is because it's dark.
Oh, over here. So I can't reach him from this angle.
No, you can, because he's actually on the same ledge that you are. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
letting you know that the pit itself is 10 feet deep before you see the actual hole. So this
Oh.
area, that's a 10-foot drop too.
Okay. All right. Let me take a swipe at this guy. Which
You're swinging at him with your longsword?
yes, but it looks like I'm fumbling terribly.
That's right. That is a 1.
Ugh.
Fortunately, there are no living creatures near him at the moment, so not that we just do
I guess.
critical fumbles or anything like that. I don't play like that, but
Or else I would have fell right in.
yeah. Be a very quick adventure tonight.
Hmm.
But yes, unfortunately, that does miss. Are you doing anything else?
No, that looks like it.
All right. So Zorana.
Alright, seeing Dan down, I'll kind of panic a little now, and I'll walk up to him and use a
Okay.
Cure
Awesome.
Wounds, my last spell. I think I actually set up the heal this time on it. I'm not sure. Click, click, click. Hey, there you go. So I healed him 5 health.
All right. So Dan healed for 5. His eyes flutter awake, but he's still on the ground, unconscious. Oh, thank you, lass.
Parting days aren't over yet.
My parting days aren't over yet. All right. So Zorana, are you finished?
Yeah, I guess I'll move back a bit.
Yeah, you're not
next
being
to him.
threatened.
Yeah.
All right. So Kareem.
Okay, I'm gonna move down 1, and then hit him with another menacing attack. This is my last one. I think that hits, right? And so,
Yeah, 12 AC hits. You do
And
4 slashing, and then he's gonna make a saving throw, wisdom, right?
yeah. And I
the
get to
DC
1d8 damage. Too. So plus 6, so 10 damage total.
All right.
And he gets a saving throw of 12.
DC 12 wisdom.
Hmm.
Oh,
Shit.
unfortunately, though, he does succeed on his save. This time he's able to resist the menacing attack that you give him. So you try to slash him, like you kind of snap into the ground a couple of times, and then you give him a slash across the shoulder. But he grits his teeth and gets a little bit more resolve in fighting you.
Okay. And I want to yell out something to him. I am the one who killed your wife. Your business is with me.
All right. So you definitely got his attention as he lets out like a spittle flying roar. You know, like his huge jaw and teeth just like opening up really wide as he yells at you.
Oh no.
However, Lop is going to take a shot at you first.
Oh shoot.
Before that happens, with his short bow, and miss you as it just skitters off one of the stalagmites coming out of the ground.
Okay, cool.
The dwarf. He runs up to Marin. Well, actually, he doesn't run because it's only 5 feet. But he goes up to Marin and he says, "Give me a weapon, lass. Give me a weapon, so I can fight that goblin myself."
I have a javelin.
Better than nothing. So he takes a javelin off of Marin's back and he tries to stab Hark with it as he quickly gets into your square. Let's see. Oh, it's pretty pitiful, but very good fighter, this guy. Oh, but he still manages to hit with a 21.
Oh wow.
And what does a javelin do? 1d6, yeah?
1d6 piercing.
3 damage. Alright. Not too bad as Hart gets stabbed in the thigh for 3 damage, but he is still alive.
3 damage. You have no strength.
No, he's very weak right now.
Oh,
And
terrible.
then he just kind of stands in the square next to Marin, waving the, thrusting the javelin in Hark's direction menacingly. Winter.
Alright, I'm gonna have Winter actually try and charge. I can't really stand in that square, I guess. I don't know if that's really gonna be 20 feet to charge. And
He was
use
5 feet back, wasn't he? Wasn't he right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So I'll have him do charge attack and ram. Ooh, wow, nice.
Very nice.
Ram him. So it'll do that 8 damage plus plus an extra 2d6 for the charge attack. 2d6. Oh. And then succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
All right. Well, let's see. So when so that's actually going to put Nob out of commission.
Oh damn.
So you can describe to me what happens.
Damn, Winter.
I'll yell to Winter. Alright, it's time to end this. Charge him with your horns. Probably just rams right into him, stabs him or something.
That's right. So Nob's tremendous girth, his huge belly just gets completely impaled by the antlers of Winter. I could go into a very gruesome detail about what happens next, but needless to say, Nob just goes down to the floor with a heavy thud. And Winter's antlers have been bloodied for the first time.
Yeah, get him, Winter.
Bloody Winter.
It's more like piercing damage than bludgeoning, I guess, but oh well.
Very nice. And I assume at this point Winter's done.
Yes. And then he licks Dan. A couple of times. He got you, Dan.
All right. Okay. Where's my rat? There it is. All right, so the rat just continues to move into the crowd, and this time is going to attack another commoner with a bite, but fails miserably. As
Fails and crits.
essentially just a bunch of the commoners just scream and try to kick the rat away. Relics.
Where is Relic Drown?
Relics is a cat, and you told him to stay on a wall, so he's just gonna stay there and lick his paws. Pirate Dan. Does anybody want to control Pirate Dan, or should I just kind of leave him on the ground licking his wounds?
And having Winter lick his wounds.
I don't know what kind of spells he has. I don't know what he's up to. Like, I don't know
Alright.
enough.
Yeah, I
Unless-
think it's a good idea. He just starts taking arrows out of his flesh, and he lets you guys do the rest of the fighting.
He'll give me inspiration.
All right, sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a bardic inspiration left, so we'll give it to Kareem. Hey, Kareem, go get him! and you got some inspiration to play around with. There you go.
Yay!
All right, Zinfel. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on a second. Let me just make a roll here. All right, bats are still flying around. So at this point, they are really doing the number on everyone here. So Marin's going to take 1 damage, and so is
Wait.
Hark.
There's bats that are attacking?
They're just,
Oh
like,
yeah, there's
flying
the whole
around.
cavern filled with the villagers is filled with bats.
And they're attacking them?
There's so many that they're nipping at every exposed
Person.
inch of flesh.
Is anybody gonna be a vampire?
Not Barovia, so nothing to worry about. So Marion, I'm sorry, so Zinfel, it is your turn.
Okay. She will go. Oh, she's sad that Nob is dead. Oh, I didn't get to stab him much. All right, let's go this way. There's more things to stab. You people, there's bats in here. Get out!
You can leave.
She yells to the people on the bottom to get out, and she'll go into this spot and stab at this guy.
Push him,
You look,
actually.
Whoa.
you look
Didn't you move kind of far?
cushiony.
So you have mobile, right? So you have 40 feet of movement.
Yeah. It's like
Um,
35. So it was
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
And then you're stabbing at Hark, correct?
Yep.
All right, so you can make the attack roll.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, unfortunately, an AC 10 is not going to hit Hark.
Dagger. Follow up with dagger.
Ah.
So
24.
24 will hit. Gets past his chain shirt and shield, and you looks like you do 6 damage. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yep.
All right. Unfortunately, Hark is still alive, although you do manage to stab him in the arm.
Yeah, take that.
Looks like he's not going down without a fight. I mean, at this point, he's fighting just to survive.
Man, just push him down. This is Sparta!
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way he can actually. He could try to pull you down into the pit, but I think he's gonna try his luck at actually using his scimitar on Zinfel, who just stabbed him.
Makes sense.
Yep. So he swings it twice in fast succession. So first time AC 15 for 6 damage, and his second time and the AC 11 is gonna miss.
Okay. This first one hits 6 damage.
Yes. And he is gonna get away from the pit as he stands over this guy's body. Yeah. All right, so now Marin goes.
She can go on the precarious edge.
Oh, I'm sorry. By doing that, he actually provokes from Marin.
Oh.
Hmm.
Awesome. She.
That would provoke both of them, wouldn't it?
Damn.
Oh.
Oh, nice. So he tries to step over that guy's body and totally just trips over that dude's arm. And in the process, Marin actually lashes out with her longsword and just... You can describe what happens to me, because that actually puts Hark out.
You're not leaving, Butcher. And kind of just slices down into his shoulder and then kicks him into the pit.
Oh, nice. His body just clumsily, goes down the side of the pit and just gets lodged right in the middle of it. Like shield and all, like the way he's portrayed there, I was just like, he doesn't go in evenly. You just hear a loud crack as he hits the edge, and then just gets stuck.
Nice.
Unfortunately, though, the bats have nowhere to go
Back into.
back into.
Uh-oh.
But at this point, we're... Oh wait, we still have one more goblin alive. Anything else, Marin?
Well, that was her opportunity attack, so I guess she has a full action. She'll try and steer the people to get out of this cave with Batz, and she'll I guess she'll lead them out. Come this way.
All right.
You're free.
So there's actually a 10-foot ledge there.
Climb
That you
that,
do.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll need to do something about your weapon and shield, because it's easy to jump down, but you can't climb with a shield and a longsword in your hand, especially 10 feet.
Okay. So she'll or looks like she has rope. Checking to see if she has a grapple to set up for everybody to get out. Yeah, so she'll try and grapple the ledge and make a rope for everyone to climb out.
All right,
is that
that's
like
a good
an
plan.
athletic?
And
Or-
since no, it's automatic. I'm not going to make you roll for only 10 feet.
Okay.
But since she did tell everybody to get out, you could make me a persuasion check.
Okay. She is persuasive.
Considering you just killed Hark, yeah, you don't need to make another roll. That will succeed. All right, so it looks like some of the people have calmed down clearly from your words, and as you set up the grappling hook and rope on the side of the ledge, people start moving in your direction to get out of here as quickly as possible. All right, well, Zorana, you're up. There's only one enemy left, and that is Lop right here.
I'm guessing I probably heard all that went on down there. Probably heard him go down there.
You can.
And I'll kind of step to the side and yell over at Lop. Your leader's dead. We have one choice to leave if you'd like to. I'll give you this chance now or die.
All right. So it looks like he's gonna take that opportunity as he slings his bow over his shoulder and just starts nodding his head up and down furiously. Kareem.
Okay, well, I guess since he's leaving, I'm going to let him leave because I'm not gonna be an asshole. I'm gonna head over and see if I can't help the
The people.
the
Fine.
villagers.
All right. Sure.
We'll go in-
So
can I go in
yeah,
the little corner
you
a
can
bit?
actually go right up to the ledge and extend out your hands so that the villagers that come up to you, can come up two at a time, one on the rope, and then one being, launched up the ledge, or I guess, helped
Hoisted.
up the ledge, right, hoisted up the ledge by your hand.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take you guys out of combat at this point because Lop is just going to run out of the cave.
Okay. Fair enough.
And time for a music change. Okay, so that being said, we're out of combat. Now, we did finish the fight, but do you guys want to continue and roleplay without the other two members of your party here?
I think we can continue until we get into another fight, and if we get into some kind of combat, we should probably stop.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's cool
Yep.
with that?
Yep.
I don't know.
I'm okay with that.
All right.
So let's see.
I mean, we do have this on recordings that they can watch it back. They're not really missing except for the. I don't know. They're missing the experience. That kind of sucks. But I don't know.
No, I think it's a good idea. We'll see how far we can get. If it turns out to turn into something else, then we'll see. So I'm not going to bother moving all the tokens for all these NPCs because that's a lot of work. But eventually you guys get everybody out of the hole.
Oh, were there people
And-
still in there, and were they alive?
Well, there is a ton of people in here. There's easily, let's see how many people are still alive. Looks like 11 right there, 15, 20, 24 people. Plus the two that are sitting by the pool. So pretty much everybody just congregates toward those two. There's a lot of sobbing and hugging, and they look like they're really, really grateful to be finally out of that ordeal. The dwarf is the first one to really speak to you guys when everything sort of calms down, and the bats in that cave have migrated up toward the ceiling of that cave and are just kind of hanging from the ceiling at the moment. And he says, I can't thank you, kind adventurers, enough for what you did for us. He says, you must have been sent by Lady Valrosa, right? From Nightstone?
I'm afraid it might be much worse.
Hey,
Situation.
what do you mean, lass?
Well, we came here to find you villagers because the town was, I guess you might have run away from the giant attack. And there's goblins all over the town. It seemed like the tower, there was only a few people there. And Lady Valrosa didn't make it.
What? You say she's dead? And he seems really surprised and taken aback by that. He puts his hand to his chest, and he falters on a knee for a moment, and then there's a lot of sobbing throughout the crowd as well. So whoever Lady Valrosa was when she was alive, apparently she was good to her people in the village, because it definitely has an effect when you tell them that she's passed.
And not to add to the bad news, but I
More
think
bad news, you say?
you might know of these fellow
Your town is overrun by bandits.
Zentarim specifically.
Zimtarum? Oh, to the 9 hells with them. He says, you can't be telling the truth. He says, this is horrible.
No, shortly
Yes,
after
but
we
at
defeated
least
the
you're alive.
goblins. Yeah, that's true.
He does nod his head. He says, well, I guess you're right. At least well, those of us who did survive are alive. He says, listen, you've done a great deed this day, my friends. What do I call you?
We don't have a name, but we all just gathered together. My name is Zorana. It's Pirate Dan.
My name's Morak Gray.
Very nice to meet you, good sir.
A pleasure to meet you. And the rest of your companions?
My name is Zinfel.
My name is. I'm sorry.
You go.
Go ahead.
I am Zinfel, Emberbrand. I am glad to help you, and I hope to reunite you with the few remaining soldiers that are still stationed at the castle back at Nightstone.
He takes your hand and shakes it vigorously. He's dirty. His beard is very unkempt and disheveled. But aside from that, I mean, he seems like he's extremely happy to see you guys. They don't look hungry because they've only been in the cave for about a day.
Okay. What happened in a day?
So they don't look like they're starving or anything like that?
No, nobody looks like they're starving. I mean, they
By the
definitely
way-
look thirsty. They look like I said, dirty and sooty. But some of
Can I
them
look-
even sport some bruises.
Oh.
Because-
Can I look down the hole and see if I can't see anything? Is it like really dark?
The hole that Hark is currently stuck in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So past him, you can't see anything. It's really dark in there. And also, it makes you kind of nervous to be in here because, like, the ceiling is covered with bats.
Can I like yell down there and see if anyone replies back, just to see if anyone, barely lived the fall? Hello, anybody down there?
Okay, so when you speak, you quickly realize that your voice is reverberating throughout the entire cavern, and the bats they start to flutter up above. Are you going to continue speaking?
I guess not, apparently.
Leave the cave. Okay, you can talk all you like.
You guys are actually speaking around Grin and Daphne at the moment. That's where all the villagers currently are. So in total, there's 26 still living villagers.
Well, not too bad. How many did we lose? Like 2?
Maybe 4.
Let's see, 1, 2.
My dwarven friend. How
3.
many of the villagers were captured? How many?
Oh, you cut off?
This is actually the real question I want to ask.
Yeah, you kind of cut off a little bit, but I think you asked how many of the villagers were captured?
How many were captured? How many lived, basically?
Oh, it's unfortunate to see, but those goblins were mean ones, and hungry at that. He says, we came here with 35. He says, but obviously you can tell that the number is smaller than that. He seems really hesitant to say, and Marin can tell, and Kareem, both of you guys can actually tell that he is, he's kind of got like a look of horror on his face. Like he really does not want to say out loud what really happened to the other missing villagers.
Huh. I don't know if I want to press this guy, because that seems like a
Depressing topic.
mean thing to do. Maybe I'll get him in private later. I don't know. My name is Kareem, by the way. Sorry for not introducing myself.
Oh, no worries. You're curious about that hole, I understand. I like deep, dark things too, being a dwarf myself. And then he kind of just awkwardly bows his head, and not the right time to make a joke.
I give him a little bow myself. I guess we should probably leave the cave.
Yes,
I mean,
that'd be wise. Personally, I'd like to get out of here as quickly as possible. By the way, does anybody who took the stuff that was in the inn? There was a chainmail and a helmet, right? Is anybody actually wearing that stuff?
I think Marin is.
Marin took it. I don't know if she's wearing it.
I don't think she's wearing the chainmail, but I'm not sure about the helmet.
Let's see here.
I know she has it. I don't know if she's wearing it or not.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that she's not wearing it.
Okay. But she probably has it on her person, so.
Yeah, but it'd probably be in a pack somewhere, and he wouldn't actually be able to see it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if she put on the helmet. I thought she was actually putting on the chainmail.
I think she did put on the chainmail. I'm double checking.
Is her armor?
She has a chain shirt. She has her own chain shirt. I don't think she put on the chainmail.
Okay. I don't know. This is why we need her.
No, she is wearing it. She
She
is
is?
wearing it.
Hmm.
Yeah,
She
'cause
is?
I think it improved her armor class.
No, her armor class is still 15. Yeah, she's
Oh,
just
even-
got the shirt on.
Oh, it
Okay,
wasn't
she's not wearing it.
chainmail. It was just chain shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then she's not wearing.
But she definitely has it on her person somewhere.
So Kareem and Zarana, Marin, and Pirate Dan all realized that, hey, Tot is nowhere around.
I think I might have left Tot in the cave back over there, guys.
Oh, I'm sure he's harmless. He
Um,
wanted to get away from his goblin buddies either way, so.
I guess I head back over there to grab at least my torch. and
Okay,
see if
you
Tot's
do.
there.
You find Relix kind of just perched by the torch, licking her balls and cleaning herself off. But no sign of Tot anywhere.
Damn it. I wonder if he took my rope. I look around for the rope.
You don't actually immediately see the rope anywhere.
Damn it. Can I head up to Hark's room? Maybe he's over there.
Sure. So you start moving up through the tunnel. You pass by the room with the boulder again, which is to your left.
Oh, yeah.
You find the boulder still in the same position it was when you first went. And then you're standing in the room that's filled with dead goblins, a half-eaten human corpse, and also a very frightened giant rat that lunges at you just as you appear in the room because it was asleep. So it suddenly wakes up when you come into the room and then bites at your feet, but you quickly dispatch it. So
Okay.
no problem. Not gonna roll that. But yeah, this room, like I said, is quite disheveled and dirty. There's places where dirty straw pallets and furs are in various spots on the floor, mixed in with rat droppings.
Does anybody else want to look for Todd?
But you
yell
see
out.
no sign of the goblin and no sign of your rope either.
He probably swam back out. I wouldn't stay in a goblin cave if my captors were gagging me and dragging me around every which way.
Yeah. The
Sure, we'll
area
find him again.
toward the back is actually kind of like a pit or an alcove in the rock. And from what you could tell in that area,
I can't even like walk through the walls anymore.
You
You turn
never
something
could.
on to make that happen?
no, it's
It
just
always was like that.
it was always like that.
Oh.
Can't
You
move
do
your
see that there
token.
looks to be a stash of weapons in that alcove behind the rocks that are there, exactly where you're standing. What you quickly see is that there's a number of spears, clubs, daggers, and a few shields.
Anything that looks expensive?
No, these look like normal weapons. A quick cursory glance doesn't
Can I-
reveal anything special about them.
Can I carry all of them, or some of them, or? I guess I can hand those to the villagers.
Yeah. You do notice as you're picking them up and looking at them that some are marked with the lion-headed shield of the Lion Shield Coster Company.
Oh, so that's the same company that that
We robbed
building
blind.
was, right?
Yeah, the company that you guys essentially like cleaned out in the town.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the
Yeah.
one. We borrowed.
Borrowed to give back to them, obviously. You know?
Um, but yeah, I mean, you can go back with a handful of weapons to the villages and start handing them out. You quickly
Yeah.
learn that when you do that, like people are like, "My dagger! Hey, that's my spear!" And
Okay.
you learn that those weapons actually belong to them in the first place. So in total, you equip about 16 people with weapons, and then 6 of them have shields.
Cool.
Okay.
You also find that among the villagers, a few of them claim to be guards. I mean, not claim, they are guards. One of them,
I
however, was thrown into the pit.
them.
Oh.
Yeah, one of them was actually killed by a giant rat, and the other one was thrown into the pit, but otherwise there's 4 guards that are still alive.
Okay. I think we should get out of here, guys.
We should. And also note, the Zentarum told us, Morak, that you guys can live again in Nightstone, but that they would ultimately be in charge. And I
Well,
doubt
actually-
you'd be okay with that, but
No. But if
There's-
we reunite them with the guards of the castle, we can try and get the Zentarum out.
and hopefully a less bloody manner.
Or maybe we can just leave them alone. You know, whatever happens.
Oh, that is not acceptable. The Zentarum must be eradicated. With all due haste.
Are we
They
resting right
haven't.
now?
Yeah, I would say that you're in the process of a short rest.
So can we use like hit dice?
Yeah, you can. And if anybody else wants to do anything and search the cave, you're more than welcome to.
I kind of
I
want
mean,
to
I'm sure
search
there's something in here,
the room
but
with the rock. I think you said that it looked like a bedroom or sorts, from what I remember.
Yeah, sure.
Through it.
So, you go up to the room that's kind of got a big boulder plugging the room. And it looks very heavy, but probably with some help or with a good enough push, you can move the boulder out of the way.
Kareem, you look strong and able. Help me move this.
okay.
All right, so what I'm going to need, are you guys both trying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yes,
All right,
assisting each
so
other.
somebody can make an athletics check with advantage.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, you
I
have the
thought it
higher
says probably higher.
strength. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Actually, that is good enough.
Okay.
with her help, you guys are able to slide the boulder away. Give me a second. That should have opened it up for you.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
see it.
And let me describe what you see in this room. So what you find is a kind of like a very snug, cozy looking room It's dirty, but you notice that there is a chest in here and a grass pallet that actually looks cleaner than the other grass pallets that you saw in the other room with the giant rats. The wooden chest actually looks like it has a very rusty lock on it. And then on top of that, you also notice that there's sort of what looks like a cave painting of like a pit in the middle of what could be best described as a jungle. And then you notice that there are some words scrawled underneath the pit, the image of the pit. But those words are written in Goblin.
Oh, crap.
But the
So
cave
someone-
painting is actually very interesting to look at. Like it's very artistic, and it looks like it's been painted partially with bat guano and other dyes that maybe were derived from local flowers.
Maybe Hark was an artist. Of sorts.
Okay. What do you guys
We
think?
could look what's in the chest. See if we could break that lock.
All right, so
Awesome.
you're attempting to break the lock.
I probably wouldn't be able to. Get your strong man hands. Do the honor stream.
Okay. I take out my axe and with the
That's
blunt
same
end
thing.
hit. It's like a padlock, or what does it look like?
Yeah, it
Rusty.
kind of looks like a medieval heavy rusty lock.
Yeah, I'll use the blunt end of my axe and try to hit down on top of it and see if I can't.
It falls apart like totally easily. It just kind of just shatters in pieces. It was so badly rusted and ruined. So the lock's completely broken now.
Okay. I
Check
hand
what's
it to Zorana.
Okay, and I'll open it and look at what's inside.
All right. So fortunately for you, the chest is not trapped.
Ooh. Not even trying. Hit the check.
You notice that there are a few scattered objects. One in particular stands out. What it looks like, it's a box made out of wood. It's kind of beaten and battered, but it is roughly kind of like a cube that's about 18 inches on each side. And you notice that it's got two very worn leather straps, as if the straps, as if you could wear the box as a backpack on your back. And then you also see a strap on top of the box, as if you could like hold it like a briefcase. Then you see a smattering of coins, mostly copper, but there are some silver and gold mixed in. And then among that is also a pair of salt and pepper shakers that are made out of silver. You see a blood-stained leather case that looks rolled up. Maybe there's some tools inside of that case. You're not really sure. And then you see kind of like a pretty well maintained symbol of what looks like a face, like a very old, worn, wrinkled face with a beard that looks like it's made out of leaves. You can make a religion check on that one.
Religion check. Oh, I'm very religious today.
And then for shits and giggles, I would like you to, you see there's an icon next to the gear in the top right corner, where the journal is.
Yeah.
If you go all the way to the right, there's an icon that looks like 3 horizontal bars.
Collections.
Yeah. I want you to scroll to the bottom of that under
Okay.
rollable tables,
Oh, my limbo.
and I want you to roll on table A.
Table A, magic item.
That's right.
Okay. So you also find what looks like a potion scattered among the coins.
Oh.
That looks like it's reddish in hue,
Oh,
which
cool.
you immediately recognize as a potion of healing.
Oh, sweet.
Coolio.
I will take that.
So, just to reiterate what you found in the box, you find an
Okay.
18-inch cube box, which looks like it could be carried as a briefcase or worn as a backpack. It's got a latch on it, but no lock.
Mm-hmm.
You also find a smattering of coins, silver salt and pepper shakers, a bloodstained leather case that seems to be rolled up and perhaps contains tools. And then you find some sort of holy symbol or some sort of symbol of an old man's face with a beard made out of leaves, and then the potion.
May I see those tools?
Here, take a look.
Can I look inside and see what I see?
Yeah, so the
Thank you.
tools are just kind of, they're pretty light when you pick them up. And you notice the tools inside aren't very large at all. And then when you unfurl the leather roll, you actually see that there are thieves' tools.
Oh.
Oh.
Probably
Interesting.
use that.
Yep, they look like they're in good shape.
Sweet.
Zinfel, do you have tools like these? I show it
To her.
to Zinfel.
Ooh. I'll take a look at them, compare them to mine. Very nice, very nice.
Do they look similar?
Looks probably similar.
Well, when you're looking at them, you actually notice that the tools are kind of a little bit intricate. You notice that they have designs on them. They are obviously made of metal, but they actually bear what look like clockwork and gear, motifs.
That's
Ooh,
cool.
these are fancy.
So gears, huh? Interesting.
This is my new set.
Aside from that, the tools look like they're in good shape. The leather case that the tools came in, not so much.
Garbage.
Okay.
Goblins, they don't take care of anything.
Except for maybe these two.
Is there anything else in the room?
Aside from the cave painting and the chest and the grass bed, no.
Okay. I think that's all that's here.
Take all the
I'm
stuff
gonna
in the chest. We could probably. How much
away.
gold coins is in the chest exactly? Gold and silver stuff.
There are exactly. And somebody should be writing this down in the loot section. 12 gold pieces, 55 silver, and 87 copper.
12 gold pieces. Oh, all right. I got it. I got the loot open. 12 gold pieces. How many silver?
87 silver
55.
or 55. 87 copper.
87 copper. And then don't forget, you also have the cube.
I want the salt and pepper
silver,
shakers.
the silver salt and pepper shakers, and also that strange-looking holy symbol.
And I'll take the holy symbol too. Just to keep it. on my
You can make a
person.
religion check.
I did make one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Huh.
Yes, you did. No, unfortunately, that
Not too sure.
is not enough to actually identify what god it belongs to.
Marin will try. She's religious. Possibly. Well, she's untrained. She'll give it a try. Oh, 19.
There you go.
All right, so Marin is able to identify that the holy symbol belongs to the god Sylvanus.
Oh, how would I not know that?
Sylvanus, your god?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so you immediately recognized that it's Sylvanus.
You have
I even was
failed
thinking
as a
that.
follower.
Well,
It's chipped, so you
shame
really
on my
can't
family.
tell.
She's from a northern church. This is
This is a southern version.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
That's
so
am-
sorry.
it's okay.
But-
Like, wow, that's embarrassing.
It is a different type of holy symbol than what you're used to seeing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, yeah, then that,
Oh.
I'm totally taking that. I'm keeping that on my person.
Yeah, normally his holy symbol is just like an upturned green leaf.
Yeah, like a leaf. Yeah,
This is a different style of that. It's actually his face with a green leaf beard. So it's kind of definitely like an older version, but
So I just
still
didn't
usable.
recognize it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you didn't recognize it. There you go.
There you go.
Not that new age leaf.
Yeah. There you go. No, I took it.
Can I look over this like chasm?
There's a little hole there. Probably like a poop hole.
Chasm. Oh, you're talking about where you're
the
currently
crack.
standing?
The
What do you
giant
guys do with the
crack.
cube?
The cube?
Does anybody open it?
Oh, no. I guess I'll open it. Because it was like a briefcase,
Careful.
right?
Like, I don't know what
Goes
they've done.
Pandora's box.
I just love opening things.
So the
okay?
cube is kind of really heavy. First of all, it's about 30 pounds when you lift it up out of the chest. When you lift it up, you can also tell that there's a lot of things inside of it because you kind of hear it rattle, like as if it's filled with glass bottles and whatever else. There's a seam that goes directly like through the middle of it. So and a hinge. So when you pop open the latch and actually lift it up, you can tell that the box itself is filled with bottles and other strange things that you are not immediately familiar with because it's a traveling alchemy kit.
Oh, sweet.
You notice that it's filled with different draws and other items that have been so ingeniously crafted that it can actually fit a lot into the box.
Wow.
So this is actually going to now appear.
Ooh. That looks cool.
So that's exactly what it kind of looks like.
I could probably
Cool.
get into alchemy because I'm already into herbalism, so.
Yeah, nobody replied to my post there.
I did read
But
it though. Yeah.
I don't remember.
As soon as you kind of described it opening, I'm like, oh, that's an alchemy kit.
All right, so to go back to Kareem's question, you said that you were looking over the crevasse,
Yeah.
the fissure. So what you see is actually an 8-foot wide fissure that splits a tunnel that leads to the north.
Does it
Do
look
you have
like
a
it goes-
torch with you?
Yeah, I'm gonna have the same torch that I had last time. I took it with me.
Sure. So you can tell that the fissure is about 20 feet deep. It's filled with bones and shreds of old cloth and otherwise general refuse. It looks like maybe the goblins used it kind of like a pissing hole.
Figured.
But you don't see anything beyond it, except for.
Oh, what about
maybe-
the tunnel like that's beyond? Does
Yeah,
it look like
except for that
it leads
tunnel.
outside?
It could lead outside or deeper into the hill itself, but it's hard to tell because your light doesn't extend that far. Like eventually it just goes into darkness.
Huh. Well, there's an option.
Could probably
So
just
are all
back to
the townsfolk, are they outside of the cave now?
No, they're all just kind of hanging around the pool at the moment,
Okay.
where Daphne and Grin are.
So we have a few options.
Yeah, you see a lot of people consoling Grin because his mom got thrown into a pit.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. That's not good.
That was the first person that the goblin, that Hark the goblin had thrown into the pit when he got into that room.
It's bad.
Well, they could be alive.
They also, you hear some. Remember, just about 10 feet above where Zinfel currently is, there's also a human body there.
Oh no, it's half eaten.
Oh, that's right. Who was that?
You don't know, but you can drag that person's body out to the commoners.
I don't think we want to
And-
do that.
and
Is
have them
this,
identify them.
half-
Or you could bring Morak or one of the other commoners to that room, so that way they can identify who it is.
Wasn't one of the commoners in that room?
Yeah, she was
When
like
we
in
got
the
in there?
pit.
Oh yes, that's right. That was Daphne.
It was
So
Daphne.
you can ask her
yeah.
too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to Daphne and be like, "Who's that body that was in that room with you?"
Oh, that was Darthag Ulgar. Darthag, they just brought him in there, and then Hark just hit him over the head, and while he was unconscious on the ground, he just told the other giant rats to feed on him.
Hmm.
That's what they've been eating all afternoon before you arrived. Well, all morning, she says, not afternoon.
In what relation does he have to be with the dwarf? Are they friends?
Well,
Brothers?
we all knew each other. She says, no, they're not related. The dwarf's last name is Urgray.
Right. I knew this.
Well, Darthag didn't have any family that was still alive in the village.
Ah.
Oh.
Well, nobody'll miss him.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry for his loss.
You don't really say that, do you?
No.
Because she looks like she's on the brink of tears right now.
Oh, God.
No, I don't say that.
She says, Darthag actually owned the Lion Shield Coster. It's a trading post that's in town.
Ah. Interesting. I don't know if I should feel guilty or not.
You kind of do, because you cleaned that guy's place out. But hey, now you don't have to give it back, right?
I guess.
No. Well, probably. I mean, I don't know what Dan was planning to do with all that stuff. Probably keep it. But I was thinking of like giving it back. I mean, I don't know. Or at least asking what they think. Because I'm sure they might give us as a reward. I mean, we did just save their lives. So I don't know.
And help them get back into their town. Well, we haven't really done that yet.
No, we need to make a plan. How to
Well-
get these villagers back to the castle portion.
I mean, we could just
Zentaur.
walk.
I'm sure we could approach them. And
But
ask them
the
about it.
Zentarum technically own the town. We could just ask for passage inside because we are not really hostile with them right now.
It's true.
I mean, I see that you want to be hostile with them, but is that really the best choice?
Depends how Morak would like to approach them.
I mean, they aren't good people, I'll give you that. But should we just go up there and murder them? I don't know. This doesn't.
No, not murder them, but I want to reunite the people with the members from the castle.
Which we can do that.
I think we should do that. That's a good
And
plan,
still do
but
it.
And then they can decide their fate, and we can see whether we have part in it or not.
I agree. with
Once
that.
they talk it over.
there is also this cave seems to go deeper. There might be. It might lead all the way back down to that pit that we saw where they were throwing people in. There could be survivors, unconscious, bleeding out right now, and we could save them, maybe. We don't know where that's. passage leads. That's always an option too.
Yes, we
Are
could
you
check.
guys having this conversation kind of out in the open, or is it kind of private and away from the commoners?
I'd say a little
Uh,
private, out and away
Yeah.
from him.
It's like I'm sure some people who are close, like slightly close by, could probably overhear us if they wanted to. But we're not like in the middle of them talking.
Talking to them.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
We're kind of like
They're too busy
Ne-
consoling each other, so nobody's really paying attention to your conversation.
I mean, somebody could be, maybe Daphne, I don't know. Someone who's like sort of close to our group.
Well, wouldn't we have to get over that crevice there as well to go deeper?
That is true. We don't even know if they're alive. So it might not
Most
even be a
likely
good
not.
idea.
I would think they
Oh.
might not be.
I could climb down and go check. Poke at bodies, see if anything stirs.
Go down the hole? Which
Yeah.
way?
In the dark?
With the
By
bats?
yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have rope anymore.
I have some rope, and Marin has rope. So we should have 100 feet of rope. If it's any deeper than that, no one will have survived.
That's a good point.
Let's do
Um,
that, I guess. Tie some rope together.
Okay. So I guess Zenfel's gonna descend into the dark abyss. That is the
Okay,
hole.
so when Zinfel walks into the cave that's filled with bats, is she doing so quietly?
Yes.
All right, make me a stealth check, please.
Oh, 12. Stepping on some bats.
So the bats stir a little bit, like they kind of flutter up on the ceiling as you're moving around the cave. And when you get up to the lip of the lower ledge, you can see, like I said, Hark is kind of plugging the hole where his mangled body, is kind of just stuck there at an odd angle.
All right. And that's about 10 feet down just to get to him and try and
Yep.
dislodge him. All
That's
right.
correct.
So I'll climb down to him and then try and see if there's a gap around him, and finding none, try and push him past whatever's he's stuck on.
How are you securing yourself to do this? I mean,
So
Kareem's grappling hook and the rope is actually still in the room. Like it's tied up to here at the moment. Like the hook is over there. So
okay.
you can just take like the other end and just drag the rope with you. That would only use
Yep.
up about 20 feet of rope. Are you securing the rope around yourself in any way?
Yeah, I'll tie it around myself.
Okay. All right. So this isn't too
Can I-
difficult. Go ahead.
Can I sneak in too and be like right at the edge just in case something fishy happens?
Yeah,
Try to
sure.
like help him.
Yep, you can make a stealth check as well.
I have disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh no!
So you start moving around in the room, you get in. Man, it is not good. You slip down the ledge. When you go to that ledge right next to where Zinfel is, you kind of clatter on the floor, and all the bats in the room, they just start going crazy. I mean, they were already agitated when Zinfel was there. They just get they all release from the ceiling and they start coming down and filling the whole area.
Oh god, serpentine.
So immediately you guys are each going to take a point of damage.
Okay.
And
that
now
one.
the cave is filled with bats. Zinfel, you're secured by the rope, so you're okay. But it is it is not cool. You have like no place to go because unless you go up.
My map
or you
just
could kick, or
turned
you could try to
black.
kick. That could just be your internet connection. I'm not sure.
Relog.
Yeah, mine's fine. You can kick Hark's body deeper in, but I need you to make an athletic strength. Actually, not an athletic strength. It'd just be strength.
Okay. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. No, he's lodged in there good.
Oh yeah. He is lodged in there good, man. I'll give Kareem a chance to do something.
Okay, I'm gonna get my whip it around him, and
Whip him.
tug. Real hard.
All right. So, since you guys have not left the cave yet, you're gonna take another point of damage.
Okay.
That's. And you snap the whip around Hark's arm, which is bent at a very odd angle behind his back, his arm that holds the shield. And you manage to wrap the whip around him, and then you give it a hard tug. So make me a strength check.
Let's see. Like a saving throw, or just a?
Just a strength ability check, yeah. So you just click on
Oh,
your
just-
strength. Good.
Nice.
Very nice. All right, so you are able to dislodge Hark with that movement, and then when you do so, the bats are still swarming around, but Hark's body is now perpendicular to the floor underneath him, which means that he can slip right into the hole, which is exactly what happens. So you're now essentially holding Hark's body by the arm as his body's inside the pit.
Keep trying
I
it
guess
back
I'll
up.
rope him back in, just to
All right,
get
you're
his
gonna try
body.
to like lift him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you make another roll. What
Okay.
is Zinfel doing?
As soon as I see the things clear, I go down. Try to get away from the bats.
Okay. So the bats are still swarming the room. Since you said that you're going to go down, you won't take any damage, but Kareem, you're going to take another point of damage. And the bats have not realized that the hole is open yet, so they're still swarming around. But Zinfel, you go down the hole. It is super dark in there. You have a light source?
Yes. Once I get into it, I will. I have my lantern, so I will light it once I get. Not when.
All right. So you're in the hole now. You light your lantern, and looking around, you notice immediately that there are 3 bodies down here. All of them are apparently dead or unmoving. One is at a very odd angle as the person broke their neck. From what you could tell, it appears to be 2 women and a man. One of the women is a tiefling. The other is a human. And the man appears to be a human as well, maybe in his 20s. As for the hole itself, it is about 30 feet deep.
Oh, not too bad.
And it is filled with bad shit. There's just bad shit everywhere. And on top of that, there's also a lot of roaches. It's just roaches crawling over everything. And it smells really bad down here. Like the worst methane smell you can imagine is what it smells like down here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna start climbing back out.
Wait.
Wait. Do you see anything, Zinval?
You don't see anything valuable down here.
No,
But you see
no
bodies,
one's
right?
alive.
Yeah,
They're
aside
I
from the
saw
bodies.
body, but they're in bad shape, and it would be a lot of effort to try and get them out.
But they might want to bury them.
They are
Bats are
already
still swarming around, so you take
buried.
another point.
Oh, and
No.
yeah. When I emerge, I'll leave after I take this last point.
No, not you, Zinfal. I was talking to Kareem.
Oh.
Okay, that's
Because
fine.
you're kind of talking, I imagine, from like inside the hole up to Kareem, who's still on the outside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can you get the bodies up, maybe? Question mark.
Oh, just get out of there.
There are like 100 trillion roaches down there.
If I give you some rope, would you tie them to it?
More
Maybe.
bats swarming around. You take another point.
They're just 1 points each, right? Just 1 damage.
Yeah, just 1 damage.
Okay.
But you've taken 5 so far, if I did my math right.
4.
4.
Maybe we should wait for the bats to calm down first,
Or just get out of
I get my
there.
torch and I try to frickin' hit the bats. I want to light one on fire.
There are so many that, like, although you take your torch and you just swat at the bats, you do hit a few. But they just, there's so many. There's hundreds of bats in this cave. It's a huge cave.
Fucking bats.
Yeah. And
out of
you gotta
there.
take another point.
I'm gonna see if I can and keep low and try and get out of this. Gonna
Okay.
bolt towards the entrance of this little cavern and get out of here as fast as I
Get out.
can.
Yeah.
Without being
Okay.
assaulted.
You're gonna have to make me an athletics check.
Sure. Why?
I guess I'll get out of there too.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys will each take 1 more point of damage, but the bats, when you finally leave, the bats are still swarming around in that room, but you're both out.
Damn it.
Eventually, the bats do settle after about a minute.
Can I make an athletics also to get out?
Because you weren't climbing.
Okay. Well, there's like a 10-foot ledge thing.
And nothing to worry
Okay.
about.
So
So aside from being splattered with some bat shit, and being scratched by some, bats, you're otherwise okay. Although that image of a cavern, a farty-smelling cavern filled with cockroaches and bat shit will never get out of your minds, Infel, for the rest of your life. That shit will give you nightmares for days.
Maybe you should
Okay.
take a
Oh.
shower.
Oh,
Yeah,
by
Morak
the way, I
walks up
guess I
to you
got.
guys. He says, "Well, anyone still alive down there?"
Doesn't look that way.
Ugh.
Yeah.
By the gods, well, at least you tried. Thank you anyway.
I checked Hark's body because I technically pulled it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, you can check his body. He's wearing the following.
Maybe he.
He's got a pretty decent looking scimitar. It's not fine quality or anything, but it's definitely not the rusty scimitars that you've seen on the other goblins. He's also got a pair of javelins kind of sticking up in a cross, kind of like an X shape on his back. And then you also see that he's wearing a chain shirt and he's got like a round iron-rimmed shield. Nothing, however, looks exceptional.
Also,
No,
it's
I'll take
like
the javelins.
smaller because he's a goblin. If he were to wear anything, right?
What's that, Susan?
Also, his like armor would be smaller technically because he's a goblin. If you wanted to wear something.
Yes, that is exactly true. But the javelins are functional. They're normal-sized javelins, so you are able to keep those and put them on your character sheet.
Okay, I'll take his javelins. Write that down. Okay. What do you guys want to do? Just get out of here?
I guess we could
Probably
take
the best idea.
villagers. Yes, go back to Nightstone, and rest as well.
Head over to Nightstone.
Gotta get Dan's donkey and cart. We have a bunch of stuff from the villagers in there.
Make sure no giants ate it.
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
so with the 10, 12, 18, 22, actually 26 villagers in tow, you are able to, 27 villagers in tow, you are able to leave.
Okay.
You find Ed the donkey, still tied up to his post. Oh, actually,
Did not take
actually,
anything?
you do not find a donkey tied up to its post.
Oh,
Oh my god, Tot, you son of a bitch.
You find tracks where the cart was.
the cart's not even there.
But yeah, I mean, you need to probably make a survival check to really find out for certain what direction the cart and the donkey went in.
Oh no. I'm gonna do the survival check. Oh shit.
Yeah. So,
Ooh, good job.
you're able to follow the tracks of the cart. By the way, it has been an hour at this point,
Okay.
so you guys have definitely taken your short rest, and you can spend hit dice to heal.
Okay.
And if I recall correctly, Pirate Dan had put the donkey and cart
Yay!
not too far. I think only a couple of 100 yards outside of the cave.
So he's good? The donkey's alive?
No. When you get to that spot, the donkey and the cart were missing. But with Zorana's survival check, you're actually are able to track and follow the tracks of the donkey. However, you have 26 villagers with you as well. So is that the plan then, to head in that direction?
To track the donkey.
Yeah.
I guess so.
We can.
We could make all the villagers follow us track the donkey.
That seems
'Cause
ridiculous.
We do have their stuff in the cart, technically. Not, I don't know if
Yeah,
we're
but they
planning
don't
to
know
give
that.
it to us. That's true. Or give
Jorge.
it to them.
What is it?
Hey!
How do you pronounce his name?
Yeah.
Jorge.
Yes.
Would maybe you take the people back to Nightstone? We are going to go look for a donkey.
A donkey, say. Oh, right. He says,
It's a long
What did
story.
you say to the village is full of Zentarum?
Yeah,
How many
you know.
Zentarum are we talking about here?
7. Seven? The 7
Enough.
snakes is what they called themselves.
And the 7 snakes, you say? Oh, all right. What do we do if they don't let us in?
Well, they will. They told us they
They
would.
did say that they would let you in. If not,
He
Here it
kind of
comes.
gives you a look. You and Marin, you see that he's kind of not offended, but he's he's kind of oddly taken aback that you won't escort them to the village and would rather go look for a donkey.
Well, you're welcome to stay here for a little while we go try to find the donkey.
You think we're safe? Any more
Probably not.
goblins about?
There's probably goblins everywhere. It's probably a terrible idea, but I'm letting you make the decision here.
Why don't you give me a persuasion check?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit.
Very nice. All right, well, I'm gonna trust your wisdom, Kareem. I'll wait here and keep the other folks calm.
You have weapons, right?
How long should we wait for you?
Not too long. Less than an hour. We're just going to try to find. If we can't find them, we'll just come back.
If we're not back,
I just don't want us running around like with an army. I don't know. It just seems a little ridiculous.
Fair enough.
You are armed.
Aye, we are. See, you wouldn't be able to spare any food, would you? Some of the folks here are might peckish. I could use an ale or 3 myself.
Did we have food? I think most of our stuff was inside of that cart.
I have 10 rations. Actually, I don't know if it's in the cart or not.
I think
But
I have
I
some
do have
some kind
rations
of
for a
rations.
day on my person.
I'm sure it's in my explorer's pack. I'm sure I have some rations.
It says I
I
have
break
10
out whatever
rations.
rations I have, and I.
Are you guys giving them all your rations? Because there's 26 people here.
I mean, I guess that's all I can do. My explorer's pack comes with 5 days worth of rations, so I
Alright.
assume that's. Yeah, I'll give them that. That's all I got.
Can't we
And a lot
barbecue
of
some of the There's a lot of rats we killed and a lot of goblins.
This is true, but I do not think they taste very good.
They will eat them.
Everything tastes well if you cook it long enough.
So Kareem, for giving your rations to Morak, that's pretty kind of you. I'm gonna give you inspiration.
Cool. Inspiration.
But the rest of you guys don't give up your rations so easily, eh?
I do have 10 rations. I could spare 5 of them just in case.
All right, that's good. I would give you inspiration, but you already got it.
Yeah. There you
Okay. So with the 10 rations, they make do. And you leave them in that area. That kind of I described it, I remember, as a campsite for a giant.
go. Yeah.
It's kind of like a little canyony area where you found like an oiled wrapper.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right.
So it's kind of sheltered from the wind, but it's a pretty mild day outside anyway, and it's still daylight. So, that being said, you follow the tracks. With your survival check, you're able to follow the tracks for maybe about 20 minutes or so. When you find the cart, it looks like the straps, the reins that perhaps connected the donkey to the cart itself were just undone. You know, like the buckle was unbuckled. So all signs of Ed the donkey are gone, but you do find the cart with some items that have been rifled through and scattered about the cart itself as if it's been thoroughly searched. But without taking an active stock of all the inventory there, you're not unsure if what exactly was taken or not.
Maybe Dan knows. He might have had stock written down somewhere.
Yeah.
Do I find that wrapper?
Is that what you're looking
The
for?
oily wrapper.
That's the
Was that-
one
was
thing
that-
I'm gonna look for.
Was that the thing? Was that one of the things that was kept in the cart or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, we put it in the cart.
Yeah, the wrapper is still there. He would.
Aha!
Whoever was looking through the cart wouldn't have taken that.
We were gonna use that for like Tinder or something. We didn't really have a
Plan.
use for it. Can we? Is it possible for us to grab the cart and push it back to the villagers area?
It is. It'd be very slow going because there is a lot of stuff on that cart. And on top of that, the cart itself weighs 200 pounds. Plus all the stuff that
That's not
Dan
bad.
actually laid on top of it. I actually have a full list. So in total, there's about almost 450 pounds, a little over 450 pounds of stuff.
Oh wow.
Holy shit!
Get two
How did
more.
that donkey
Oh, wait,
do it?
We have winter.
The donkeys
Not
are
that
pretty
winter
strong.
would
They're
like it.
able to drag about 1,900 pounds. But anyway, point is that the donkey's missing, and the stuff in the cart has been rifled through. But yes, you technically yes, you can drag the cart with you. It'd be tough. You probably need 2 people to do it, because you guys would be each holding one of the wooden, handles. I guess what it's called a yoke, right?
I don't know.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called, as a yoke.
I think winter could help us. I don't know.
Oh,
He probably wouldn't like it. But
Oh yeah,
strap
yeah,
it
that's
to
right. Winter would definitely be able to do it. Yeah, you'd have to maybe adjust the straps of the reins and stuff like that, but that's fine.
Sorry about this, buddy. We'll take it off when we get
wait,
back to the.
strap it
village.
on, Winter. We're ready to
All right.
go.
Right. And in terms of the stuff that's been scattered around the cart, you just put that stuff back onto the cart itself.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I don't know what we have. I guess we'll find out later.
I could tell you.
A lot
If
of
you
stuff.
Eh, we're
care.
not gonna, I don't think we're gonna look
No.
through it right now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
Well,
take it
Dan
off.
immediately says, "They took my rations. All those rations that I got.
Damn it!
And I had a bedroll too. They took that. Oh man, my bolts. All my crossbow bolts are gone.
Oh.
And damn, one of the tents too. And a crowbar.
Why would they steal a crowbar?
And all of Ed's feed. All those oats. And carrots.
I just
And old
imagine-
Ed too.
Just imagining a majestic goblin
There's
on
no
a
tracks
donkey
to
right
Ed.
now with a crowbar.
Yeah.
Well, you can look for tracks. Yeah.
Ed's
Look for
tracks.
Disney, you
new
want to look
track.
for tracks?
Look for
All right,
Ed's
so I would
tracks.
need another survival check. And if anybody's assisting Zarana, then she would get advantage. Oh yeah, you're able to see Ed's tracks. No problem. On top of Ed's tracks around here, you also notice that there are goblin tracks. A very small foot that matches what would normally belong
Frickin'
to a
tot.
goblin.
Again, imagining a goblin majestically riding a donkey with a crowbar.
However, he's probably got a pretty sizable lead on you guys.
Probably, yeah.
Uh,
I don't think.
I don't know
think
how
we
much
would.
Dan loves this donkey, so maybe we should just end it here. I don't know if he'd want to pursue it or not. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
that is a very good question, because
I don't
that
wanna
is
make that
Dan's
decision.
donkey, and you don't want to make that decision for him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he does love his cart and the stuff that's in it,
That's
and
true.
he needs a donkey to
From
haul
what
it.
I remember, the donkey
Winter will
kind of
not be
didn't
hauling
log it
this.
forever. No, he won't.
Yeah. So you guys want to end it, maybe? I don't know.
If we to pick up the pace, we might lose his trail, right?
Eventually.
Pick up the pace? What do you mean by that?
Like follow the tracks quickly,
the
trying to close the distance on him. Being a little, I don't know, less. I assume to follow tracks, we normally have to go slowly and check for signs and broken branches and footprints. But if we,
That's right. You're right. You'll be traveling slowly, which means about 2 miles an hour.
Mhm.
A
if
donkey
we tr-
can move, assuming that the
Probably not.
donkey is traveling at full normal speed. Oh, much faster than that. They would move about 4 miles an hour at a slow
So it's
pace.
pointless.
Oh, I'm sorry, at a normal pace, about 4 miles an hour. At a fast pace, about 5.
We'll find the goblin donkey boss later on.
I mean, we might run into him one day. Just fucking talk with the donkey.
And he's like his
No,
own
I-
chieftain now. He
He's
tells the
shot.
story
Well-
of how he came to power. It all started with a donkey.
He has the freaking that other goblin that was with him.
You could
That was in
totally,
the
be on our side because we didn't kill him.
Well,
Yeah,
if we
that's
know the
right.
general direction of where the tracks are going, I'm sure
Hey,
Pirate Dan would send Aristophanes off to scout just to see if he could get an
Unless
aerial
Yeah.
view.
Aristophanes
Pirate
kinda
Dan would do
poofed.
that.
I don't know what he can do to bring back Aristophanes for fine or familiar casting.
Yeah.
Just did poof.
Even with an aerial view, and he'd still have to take an hour to summon Aristophanes.
Hmm.
Oh, right. Aristophanes is.
Yeah, he was
Slain.
slain in battle.
Sorry.
Yeah. I think we should just head back to the villagers.
Okay.
This seems like a bad idea. I don't think we'll be able to pursue.
Ed fast
Unless-
enough.
Well, I mean, you might want to convince Dan of that. I think it is a good place to stop. It's
Yeah.
already
Okay.
10.
Good idea.
And then we can make Dan make that decision next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
good.
So I'm just gonna make a quick note here of everything that was stolen.
Okay.
All right.
Well, nothing really too much happened. We finished the battle. Went to the cave.
Yeah.
You know. Talked to some villagers.
Got things done.
Lost the fucking donkey.
Should have used the chain. The padlock to keep it in
I mean, you
place.
could always get another donkey, right?
Yeah.
True. But it won't be Ed.
Poor Ed.
So I did want to say that the alchemy kit also contained a couple of other recipes in it. If you care.
Yeah.
When we look through it, I mean,
Is there like a page just for the alchemy kit? Could
Yeah,
probably write it
actually,
down.
it's right under the house rules.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
So I'm just
There are more
editing that.
recipes in there. Okay.
Yep. So there are a couple of other potion recipes as well. So over here.
this is
You find a
terrible.
recipe for a potion of animal friendship, a recipe for a potion of greater healing, and you also find a recipe for a filter of love.
Oh.
Nice.
Animal friendship, potion of healing, filter of love.
Yep. So I put that under the
Oh, I see that.
alchemy
Okay.
file. So right, you should be able to see it. Just keep in mind that uncommon items require you to have a +3 proficiency bonus, which is good news because now that you've defeated the goblins in the cave, everybody is level 4.
Hey.
Ooh.
And at level 5 will be when your proficiency bonus goes up to +3.
Okay. That works.
Did we get a level for defeating the cave?
Yeah, that's what he
Or
said.
no?
You did?
Yeah. he
Oh, we
said
did.
that.
Oh, sorry, I
Just
wasn't. I was half paying attention. My mother came in.
Cool. Works for me.
So if you care, I can also tell you what specific ingredients go into each of those potions.
Yeah.
but maybe I'll just
How does that work?
type it out in this file. But a potion of animal friendship requires muddled catnip, a drop of druid or ranger's blood, 2 ounces of honey, and 2 ounces of water. And then a potion of greater healing, and I'll write this all down on the file.
Yeah.
Requires ground arrowroot, 10 drops of aloe juice, and 3 ounces of morning dew. And a filter of love requires the mashed petals of a marigold flower, left one night under a pair of lovers' pillow. A teaspoon of powdered horn, and 4 ounces of honey mead. And
Interesting.
all 3 of these recipes exist in like one small like book with only a few pages in it. And it's kind of been stuffed into the alchemy kit.
Yeah. Do alchemy later. Brew some shit up. Cool.
All right, any questions, comments?
Hmm.
You guys have
That
fun,
was fun.
despite being down 2 players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, I kind of did miss him. It would have been nice to have him here.
Yeah, that's true. They'll see this later. We miss him.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
Sad we didn't get those bodies back though.
Do you have some NPC tokens for Morak or something? Or just
Are you
so
looking
we
for
see 'em?
an NPC token for Morak?
Yeah, because under NPCs there's like
Oh,
Kelvin
yeah,
tokens,
yeah,
stuff
that's
like that. Named NPCs.
I should do that. That is a great idea. Give me 1 second. I thought I did that, but I did not.
It's all good.
There you go. It's just a blonde.
It's like a fancy, like, blonde, door-looking dwarf.
Yeah, he's like kind of like a Thor-looking dwarf. All right, so thanks for playing, everyone.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that's fun.
And then when we pick up next time, you guys can make the decision on whether or not you want to follow tracks of Ed the Donkey.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if we do, we're gonna have to at least go back to the villages and tell them that.
Probably gonna be a while. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be like silly.
Don't want to leave them hanging.
Or to get something happening to them too.
Hmm.
We'll
It's
figure
gonna be a
it
sticky situation.
out.
Yeah, and hopefully the power problem in your room gets fixed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope so. Probably not anytime soon, to be honest. I just have to make do. I have a gigantic, like, you know, like those orange extension cords.
I think you did say that. Yeah.
What's that?
I think you did say that.
Yeah, it's
Giant
just
ass.
this freaking huge thing in my room. It's ridiculous, but you know, it works right now until we fix it.
Oh well.
Yeah, I'll have to deal. Okay, well, later, guys. It was fun.
All right.
Thank you. I'll see you next 2 weeks.
Yep. Thanks for playing, guys. I'll see you later.
See ya.